Met her at a blockchain party, she wore a Bitcoin necklace. Says she mind her own ether because she passed my stress test. Kept talking decentralization, my heart began to sing. But then saw her exodus, now that's a crypto fling. You don't really love me, you just love my crypto. You don't really see me, you just see my crypto. You sick Crypto slut, need some road dog, you know. Then came another gal, met me on a trading app. Told her my wallet was fat, her greed made me snap. Wanted my private keys to unlock all the gains, but she was just another fashion link in my chain. You don't really love me, you just love my crypto. You don't really see me, you just see my crypto. You sick Crypto slut, need some road dog, you know. Maybe I'll find one in a cyber cafe with no gain in her eyes, just love in her array. No fake QR codes or wallets to hack. A love that's decentralized, no strings in the back. Then rolled in a Satoshi, claimed she knew all the tricks, but her blockchain was shady, full of pump and dump pics. She said, hold it together, I'll take you to the moon. But I ain't buying her Ponzi loves, my bubble to croon. Yeah. You just love my crypto. You don't really see me, you just see my crypto. You sick Crypto slut, look. Need some road dog, you know. Maybe I'll find one in a cyber cafe with no gain in her eyes, just love in her array. No fake QR codes or wallets to hack. A love that's decentralized, no strings in the back. Then rolled in a Satoshi, claimed she knew all the tricks, but her blockchain was shady, full of pump and dump pics. She said, hold it all together, I'll take you to the moon. But I ain't buying her Ponzi loves, my bubble to croon.
On sats, I knew I could. Ooh. My block's no throne, just grit and trades. Crypto's hum pumps through my veins. Hey, and every trade is like gold chains, moon gains, staking high, hodling tight, bull flights, wallets fly. Ooh, we don't bow, we're stacking sats till we soar. Forge my reign, ooh yeah. From zero stakes I broke the chain, ooh. No fiat queens, just code I claim. Bull runs my fire, I've staked my name. Hey, and every trader's like gold chains, moon gains, staking high, hodling tight, bull flights, wallets fly. Ooh, we don't bow, we're stacking sats till we soar. Lights my flame, ooh yeah. Oh, bull runs roar, I've claimed, yeah, yeah. Oh, stacking dreams, I reign. Ooh, Crypto royals.
Alright, I'll be right there. Let me check this microphone, alright? Hobby, this one's right here, number one, alright?
Good. Check 1 2 1 2.
Is that good? All right. Can we check the other one? We don't ever use it, but I'll check it too, because I don't mind checking it at all. No, it ain't no problem. I don't care a bit. Why don't we just go ahead and check it just to make sure? I think we all check it. We can check this one again, make sure it's check 1, 2. This one's still good. Yeah, I think we all check. Let me just go ahead and thank you.
They say buy high, hold tight. Far too late when the market takes a flight. Whispers twist my nerves, I'm falling for the bait. Ending up with losses at an alarming rate. Voices in my head make me buy when I should sell. Euphoria and dread, it's a roller coaster spell. Whispering doubt makes me break my golden rule.
Ladies and gentlemen, please prepare yourself for the most fantastical show on the internet today by a turkey who is a chart performance artist.
Shut the hell up.
Thank you.
Panic tug me from side to side. One day a king, next day I run and hide. Self-doubt knocks me on the edge of the drop. My faith in numbers sways until it finally stops.
En dan zit het nog. Dus we gaan dit ons nu met lekkers. Dit ledet boom. Als hij zo naar dit turkey. Kom. Music.
What the hell was that?
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome everyone. I can do it. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with the Road Dog. I'm the turkey. You thought you was getting a dog, but you got a turkey. I'll bark for you. Baby. I'm looking at that total 3 over here because, well, why not? It's there looking all kind of interesting and juicy. Now, it and the 2 hour are both looking like they want to come up a little bit with altcoins, so I think we can start seeing these little bubbles start rising up a little bit. Might be a few little breakouts happening over here, just right at the juicy time. Start catching them on this late night show. Thank you for being here, all your wonderful, beautiful people. I think tonight might be a good night to go fishing. We're bouncing off this 800 moving average on total 3 right now. Now, I'm not saying that she's getting ready to go to the moon or anything. Elliot kind of thinks she might be doing something on a sea wave, so we're going to be starting, he thinks we might be done. Ichimoku Clouds tell me a different story, so I don't know which one to believe because, it's kind of like, you get 10 chart analysts over into a room and you get 20 different opinions, and that's just kind of how it goes. 20 different scenarios. So the Ichimoku Cloud suggests that I think there might be a little bit bigger of a move coming down here, and I am, looking at, there's a stronger possibility to come back and retest this inverted head and shoulders pattern, that neckline area. So I can see a bigger move that could be coming down here, and also I want to mention the 200 moving averages down there. A lot of times, we like to come down and touch and talk to her, but I'm not going to bitch if we want to bounce out of this green cloud. It just doesn't happen very often. But overall, the momentum is still good, but nonetheless, look at here, market cipher. Now the money flow is down a little bit, but she's leveling out. The stochastics are going up, the little green dot's going up. Let's go to the 24 minute and see what we got going on over here. Have you printed us a green dot in the last 4 hours? How long has that 4 hour candle been going? It's been going on for 3 hours, you little salty dog, you. Did you already give us our signal over here on the 24 minute? 24 minutes bouncing off of the 800 moving average as well. So it does look like altcoins want to do something, but I want to draw your attention to this little green line over here. That was a level that we'd hope to have held, but we didn't. And now it's possibly resistance. La Resistance. She's got a dingle dangle and a nice little roundy thing going on over here. A lot of people would hope that maybe it is making a Adam and Eve pattern. And why they call that Adam and Eve, I don't know. I mean, if you just let your imagination wander, I mean, there's a dingle and there's a dangle. But what if this is all part of the same organ? That's what I've always wondered. I mean, how do you know that this is Eve? I mean, it could be, and then sometimes there's another little Eve that forms, and then I'm like thinking, well, that's two dingle dangles, or a dingle dangle, and I don't know. But a dingle dangle and two of these makes a party. That usually happens out a lot. It just seems to be. But we need to come up here and clear this area. And the 200 moving average is coming down, oh boy, bearishly right there. There's some bearish momentum here on the smaller time frame. Of course, you know, that's what's been happening here. So I see some chop. I see chop. I see a lot of chop going on tonight, and well, I think tonight it's going to start moving up a little bit, but still tomorrow and maybe next week, I do think maybe about midweek or maybe Monday, Tuesday, that we might start seeing something a little bit more, hopefully a little bit more positive, at least as far as Bitcoin goes, and I think the altcoins have a good chance to follow. But right now, it looks like we'll get a little relief out of the altcoins short term, and that should be nice going into tomorrow until they decide to do something. Personally, I think altcoins might take a little bit more of a ride to the downside. Man, okay, so 4 hour and 2 hour looking. Now I'm looking at the 15. And I'm thinking, I don't like what the moving averages here is saying. There's we come up and then we roll over. I can see a rollover. I would expect a rollover from us getting rejected from not holding this area of support anymore, getting rejected there. So that's just what I see. I can see that happening. Maybe something like that. Maybe coming up here. Now that would be a nice little rise. Like, oh, we're back in business. But we got some bearish movements over here on the 15th. And so this would be, this could be tonight and tomorrow or into Monday or something like that, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. That to me, there's bearish momentum there. But she's trying to do something, trying to reclaim that 100. So, hey, good to her. Yeah, go for it. Go for it, darling. I won't say anything bad about it. Now, like I said, the 2 hour and the 4 hour for total 3. This is for your altcoins, my altcoins, all our altcoins and everything. Got a nice little humpy up, a nice little cross there, bullish cross. Maybe we can get a few candles out of this, or maybe it's the start of something big. I would love to see something big come up. But, do you got some divergence going on there? Well, you got some little divergence going on right there. So yeah, it looks like we'll be coming up here, even here on the 2 hour though. We got bearish crosses here. It does look like we'll come up and roll over. I'm still going for the rollover, a possible rollover, or maybe we just kind of level out down here. I don't see anything over here that would give us legs to stand on, really, other than this area, this same little congested area. How far did you come down to though? You came down to there. Well, that's good. That's kind of where I think you could still come back down there and test that little area. To me, I think altcoins still got a little bit more ways to come down, but it looks like we're going to get a little relief. And I recommend taking a little profits and paying yourself there. You won't be stuck if they get lower. Yeah, but you do have some bullish divergence here. So give us something good then. Bring us back up to these areas. That'd be cool. I ain't got nothing wrong with that. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going tonight? Glad to have you here. Oh, 14 people love you here on a Saturday night. Let me come over and say hello. Tommy 2 Liters, how's it going? Tommy is first tonight. Duality C. We got Joe from Trade Intuition, fellow YouTuber. Joe, you going on tonight? Later on tonight? Are ya? I'm waiting. There's a delay. I can wait. That's cool. Are ya? I'm just waiting. Are ya? Okay, I'll go. Epstein's Ghost says Moonding. Hey, Crypto Frontier, ready for this market to do something? I know. I've been ready for it, man. This cycle sucked, especially for altcoins. This cycle sucked. For Bitcoin has been pretty bitching, but altcoins have just been I mean, if you got in and out, got in at the bottoms and all the way out at the tops, then you probably did all right. But if you took partial profits or just, oh gosh, the worst, just held through the whole thing, whew, that's a roller coaster road. That Moody's credit rating seems to be killing the odds. I don't know what the Moody's credit rating is, but I would say that probably the real culprit. Oh man, you're not on here again. I would say that the real culprit. Oh, you got one over there? Is Bitcoin dominance right here. So when Bitcoin dominance started falling and getting rejected from over here, that's when the altcoins started looking happy. We started being happy. We said, "Oh wow, this crypto thing is finally taking off. Look, all my meme coins are going to the moon. Woo!" So all the money was, all the Bitcoin apparently was going into meme coins and Chiba and all the little punkies, uncles, mother, Inu, whatever isn't what going on. And then we come down and found that invisible line of support. It was an invisible line. Apparently, it's not on this chart, but it was our angles to the dangles is what it was. That it got us down to this area. Angles to the dangles. It was just a trend line angle. But that is where we bounced, and as long as we're bouncing, then altcoins can suffer. And I gotta say, even here on the 2 hour, I mean, we're down on the bigger moving averages, right? 800, 600 and all them. But they're in good order for healthy momentum. So far, maybe we can finagle through here and roll over. This has got to go down for altcoins to be happy. To be really happy. If this keeps going up, altcoins are going to be like, some of them will go, some of them will just die, or, not die, but they'll do lackluster or start falling, and a few will do okay, but for the most part they don't do good. Well, I mean, just like altcoins season, we've just been steadily going up, and we've been watching altcoins just kind of steadily just kind of it wasn't until we got this that we got that nice big total 3 pump right here. That was nice. So Total 3 is kind of pretty much the opposite of Bitcoin dominance. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being here tonight. We're taking a look at Bitcoin tonight if we get back over there. She's been just hanging out in lackluster land here, not doing much of any gosh darn thing. Hanging sideways, she thought it would be a good chance for altcoins to go up if Bitcoin dominance would just go down, but she's just been there too. It's been a blah Saturday, and that's okay. They may be waiting for the Monday, Tuesday to see what the action is going to happen in the week here. Here on the 2 hour Bitcoin, though, maybe we should zoom out. Let's go with the daily first, just kind of get a feel for Bitcoin. Now, I do want to point out that our MACD, we now have a confirmed cross there. So confirmed cross up at the highs here of the MACD, and we see that these are rising up, these are coming down. We got a divergence on the indicator itself, and the divergence on the momentum waves are the ones that are giving us a bearish divergence for the price action tops up here. So it could have a little legs and bring us back down toward these areas. And so that's one thing to be waiting for. Now, I'm not trying to say that we're going, definitely not saying we're trying to go back to 70,000 or anything like that or anything crazy, but because we want to keep in mind that the weekly MACD just now flipped green. Now this can be a little bumpy ride in the beginning, and because it flips green, and in our heads we might be thinking, oh, shoot up, ooh, it's bullish, let's go on. We still got a spread we can work through until it starts kicking in, because she's a lagging indicator, and then when she delivers bad news, it's like we take it with a grain of salt. Well, yeah, that's a nice story, man. That's a nice story, MACD. You're drunk again, ain't ain't you? You've been snorting something. You got something right there. I'm saying. It's good to see you out of rehab. When'd you get back? Hey, man. She's our drunken aunt that brings liquor to the parties and stuff. But when she got, I mean, she's slow. She gets there slow, but she brings a punch when she comes. That's what I'm saying. Give her some time. It might take us a few days before we start feeling the effect of the MACD. It might take us a whole week before we start feeling the effect of the MACD. Can you give us an example of that before? The last MACD cross was over here. Well, she started rising up pretty nice there. But it was ups and downs, ups and downs. What I would recommend is on the weekly candle. This is an idea if I get to a chart that's kind of... Oh, snap. If we can get to it. Hey, man. For real. Can I just get a clean chart somewhere? Okay. I don't know if I trust this one. I don't trust... I'll do this one. How about you? So, if you go back and back test the idea of these weekly candles, like when you get these crosses like there, take your fib,
I feel so unsure.
or you can eyeball it. But we'll just take from bottom to top of that guy. If you can see this, and mark out the... Are we on the candle? Hey, dude. Hey, dude. So the opening was at or what I got on Hikinoshi anyway, 94,903, top at 105. Look for the 0.5 Fibonacci right there, the halfway mark. Put a little line right there, and back testing these, and as a general rule of thumb here, you know, we would get a retracement on this. That's where we could come back to, right? And a lot of times they do that. And here you can see these nice big wicks on these candles. We kept going up. Now these nice wicks though, that's the selling pressure coming down. People were taking profits or whatever, and then we break over another candle. We're going higher. It's a good chance that we can come back down here in this area, and that's telling us that we could come back down to 100,000. Retest that 100,000. 300s were technically what I got there. I just want to run that idea past you right there. Just a little something to believe in. We might come back and talk to that little guy. That's all I'm saying. And it's definitely starting to look like we might. Now, I'm not trying to be the bear. The money flow is in the green, right? On the daily and also on the weekly. So the pullbacks that we get, the bad signs that we get, not gonna be as bad. I got the money flow, baby. That's a big cushion, like you know, like the stuntmen jump out on, that big pillowy blow up thingy. That big mattress up there, that big air mattress down there. It's a big fluffy air mattress. So if we come down, we liable to bounce at a nice place and be okay. We can walk it off in most cases. So here on the daily, we see the 21 moving average also coming up to that area. 21 moving average is coming in at 99.5 at the moment. By the time that price and the 21 average meet, because at some point they will meet, they just seem to meet a lot. They like to have a little rendezvous. Haven't had that little rendezvous since 83,000. And we're likely to, and hopefully we won't cross it either. But we do have an actual candle close below our 9 moving average, and that's your first red flag that, baby, this might be a local top. I'm just saying. And I know there's the bullish narrative that we can just go ahead and get that higher high, and we could. I'm not saying that it can't happen, but now it's starting to look a little less likely so far. Now, Bitcoin is full of tricks up its sleeve, so don't ever think you know exactly what she's going to do, because she has a way of grabbing your ass and handing it to you before you even know it's missing. You know, it's like that kung fu master that reaches in and grabs your heart and throws it to you before you die. Bitcoin can reach around you, grab your ass, and hand it to you before you realize that. Oh my God! She is that slick. Ha! Master. Why does it look so dark in here? Hey, everybody. I've been using that phrase a lot. Hey, everybody. That's so original. So authentic. I'm playing with my trend lines, because if I don't play with the trend lines, then I'll probably be playing with my fibs. I'm trying not to do that too much. I still see good signs for Bitcoin here. We just get a little correction, and one's needed. One is kind of needed. I still think we are showing parabolic kind of signs. Momentum is there. It would not hurt to come back to 100,000 at least. I would like to see her come back about, I'd like to see her come back to 88 personally. That's just me, but it'd be stupid of me to sit there and make my plan. I'm going to wait for 88. No, I ain't doing it. I'm going to sit on the sidelines and wait for 88. That's how you get left behind in this market, especially when it's overdue for that big rocket ship blast off. She looked like she wanted to go right now, don't she? Some people still think that's going to happen. Some people calling for lower lows. Some people just don't know what's going on. They're calling for it both ways, upsides and downsides. All I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been locked into smaller time frames, which I do a lot, and you probably do too, if you're a little degen or just like smaller time frames, but I gotta say, if you've been on the really small time frames and you've been out there and chasing them flags, that flag theory. This might be the part of the game where you're saying, man, the flags ain't quite working out where it's supposed to. They're not quite meeting targets, are they? This flag right here to the this is a good flag to the upside right here. That one didn't meet a target. Here's another little. They all got the same pole. That little flag right here. There's no upside for you. Oh, here's a nice one. Oh, that's a nice flag right here to the upside. So if you've been playing that game, you're probably disappointed. Oh, look, another flag. Man, it's just been flag season. There's no upside. But they've been there, right? But that's okay. If they don't work out, you just put it into a bigger flag. Look, because this little flag, that's okay, honey. We'll just do this. We got it. It's just a bigger flag, honey. Look, it's a bigger flag. It's a bigger flag. It's a bigger flag. To the upside. Yeah. If you were in those plays, you're probably pissed right now. I would be. It's but here on the 6 minute, man, we've just been, for the last 2 days, right here in this little area, man, 103,000, just sticking around. All the little moving averages on the smaller time frames have all wrapped in, even the huge moving averages. The 1 hour, we got the 200 moving average up there. I thought we might get our sign of what we were going to do from that one. Well, sometimes we do, but now we're still up there. I just like to walk them up. Now, the 2 hour? I was seeing the 2 hour. They just, hour by hour, time frame by time frame. You see these things just incrementally go up there. And by the time the 1 hour gets up there, the 200 on the 1 hour gets up there, I usually see something. But now the 2 hour, I'm surprised to see it's that far away. It's down at the 0.5, the 50% area here, 100,000. I think that's interesting. So if we do lose it, and if we're on the 2 hour and we're just looking at the moving averages here, let me make my case. Ichimoku cloud spotted, right? Red, green. Don't know what the hell's going on. I read that as chop, and this is not a good place to trade. No trade zone for you. It sucks. It's going to take your money. You try to trade over here, and they will. But there's 100 moving average right here that we're bearishly under. We lost it. Now all the other moving averages have moved below it, so they're not in precise sequential order, but they're in a bearish order, meaning rollover. If we lose the 100, according to my 5 moving average strategy, we come back and talk to the 200 moving average, which is somewhere around here. So that makes me wonder if we might have a Sunday night dump coming tomorrow. It just makes me wonder. Or maybe there's some big ass flagpole to the upside. I don't see it with the signs that we're getting here on the charts. And we are in that area for Bitcoin that is perfect for her to have a pullback. I would take it into mind. I'm leaning more that we are getting our pullback, more than likely to at least 100,000. But always be cautious. At any second, we are at the place where they can turn around and flip this little sucker on a dime. Now, I think it'll come back here. Maybe we will get our big ass move after that. Psychological resistance, and we just kind of piped up through it. Big strong move here. Back to candles, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, I gave you a scenario here about the 50% on the candle. That's in Dow theory. Charles Dow from way back in the day. It's all repackaged and all these different concepts now. I don't know. They got different names so they can sell their courses or whatever. It ain't nothing new. It turns out that back then, in those days, those guys were doing the same thing. They're coming up with systems to get their own little names and selling books. And courses. Lots of courses. Expensive courses, too. I thought, dang, they're expensive now. They were expensive back then, too. Jeez. So I guess this game has been going on for a while when it comes to all this. But back to candles, ladies and gentlemen. If we come on a bigger time frame, might even seem a little bit more beautiful. Maybe coming over here on the big daily. Do I still have it? Traders Reality. Is that it? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the grain vector candle. Will we come and reclaim it down here? Will we come and tackle that little bad boy? I feel like giving a motivational speech right now. I don't know why. Alexa, skip. I need to switch up my music somehow. I kind of like this one though. It's a little slow, but I like this one. It's got good background vibes. So we got a nice green vector candle we might reclaim, and the very top of the candle is where? 100,000. Let's look for that area. According to vector candle theory, I believe they come back to half of the vector candle, and then since most of it's a wick, we'll just go ahead, because I'm on Hakanashi. Let's go to the... Say, here we go, the vector candle, ladies and gentlemen. 50% of your vector candle. That's the same thing we got here, the $100. So, we got you. A lot of these new techniques and newfangled things, a new indicator based on old ideas, just reassembled and repackaged in a different way. So it seems. There's some new techniques coming out because there's new technology, you know, and because now we got perpetual futures and some things like that, and, you know, with there's open interest and all this kind of stuff that we can track. Some other metrics going on that we can keep track of, such as the fear and greed index right here at 66. We're declining on that little sucker, aren't we? Just flash this up real quick for you little nerds that like nerdy stats. Yeah, I was surprised to see they had this over here on CoinMarketCap. They've been doing some more stuff over here. Seems like starting to become a regular nice place to find information. Get market overview over here. We can get our altcoin season index. We're still in Bitcoin season, though. Still in Bitcoin season. I thought this was interesting. I went over this last night on the end screen, I think. Last night before. These are the top 100 coins performance over the last day. Form, which I'm not familiar with, but it did out really good. What do I know? Fartcoin, IP, Maker, Brett, Core, Monero. Whip, Virtual, Curve, Pepe, Pingu. Speaking of altcoins, let's go over and take a look at them. Got a mixed bag here on the hour. Looks like they're starting to trend down just a little bit. Really, Adam? You're down at $4 again? Really? My gosh. Yeah, I mean, you are such an awesome project, and so many awesome chains and projects are built off of that. But there's no need for that's the thing. There's no need for the coin, really, for them. They become their own layer ones. That's kind of wild, isn't it? Well, let's take a look at some altcoins. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put my little marker. Is it working? Oh my gosh, it's been working lately. That's amazing. So in the chat, Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to draw your attention over here to where I posted Submit Your Coin Analysis for Request. Priority goes to members and super chats. We will take a look at your coins. Also, we'll bring some coins to the table and we'll just have a night of it. What do you say, 20 beautiful people? Joe said he's thinking about going live, but not sure. Maybe he needs a little encouragement. Oh, I love vector candles, says Caliphant. Can you look at launched coin? I sure can. We looked at it before. Was I thinking about getting in it, or was it too high? I can't remember. I write these coins down on a little piece of paper, and I try to put them somewhere I'll see them. And then, of course, I never remember to check for pieces of paper that have information that I need. I can think to write them down and stick them somewhere to find them, but I can never think of them to find them. So that doesn't work too well. There was another one. Mooding, I think, was the request earlier. We take a look at Mooding. We'll take a look at Launch. We'll take a look at some other coins here. Bank and okay, there we go. Mooding. I think we can take a look at Mooding. Let's see. Let's see if I got a different. Is this on spot? Cool. So she's above the 200 daily moving average. That's cool. All the other moving averages are still down here. So either she's got to catch and bounce and get back above that 9, or there could be a little bit of a rollover here and then try to reclaim it later. Don't have much to go on here with Moonding. She's also retesting this 236 fib area. That I find very interesting with the 200 moving average there. It makes me think she's got a good chance for that to hold and not break below it. Also over here, I always recommend looking over to the left. That's an area of support, resistance right there. So it looks like we're retesting that area right at 18 cents. And we've already almost came up to the 0.5. Didn't quite make it there. Didn't quite make it there. Okay, should not perfect, but that was close enough still. So if we are trying to travel up, then still look at the 36 cent area. But honestly, I would be looking for bigger targets at this point. So we can do this a couple of different ways. This is the easiest way to do it, in my personal opinion. Just your basic fib. They will not steer you wrong. May not be perfect all the time. May not nail it on every one, but they'll get you in the right spots. They'll get you in the right zones. But a lot of times they will nail it perfect. They do a lot. They really do. They're awesome. But so you can't be mad at them when they don't get it perfect because they're so right most of the time. All right, so we got that idea, 44 cents, and I think we'll find a little confluence. I'm going to just go ahead and do the quick version because I don't want to have to sit here and I just speed up our charts along, but that takes us up here. I guess I could have just pulled a fib and done it. Let's change you to orange because you should be at 1618, and I'm going to double check you. Or snap you.
Super chats coming in like a rain of gold. Road dog shouting out, but the story's still untold. He's your crypto guru with a
there we go.
In this wild world, you gotta be heard.
I thought I changed you. So that's our 1618. Didn't I just change that? I thought I changed the color. Yeah, it's supposed to be orange if you're... I changed the wrong one, didn't I? I did. Okay, I see what I did. All right, so this one is the 44 right under 45 cents is the actual 618. Just a slight bit above it, 49-cent area. Is the AB equals CD? Full on measure move from that. Really right around the, it just tells me this 45-cent area is a good target. That'd be the one worth waiting for. That would give you a nice safe. You'd bought right now. I don't recommend it because I think you can get a better price. We're on the daily chart anyway. This is where we come to look for ideas here. 127 to 144% gains out of this. So Moonding, I think this could be a good trade setup, actually, in my personal opinion. With that 200 moving average. What I like about it is that you can put a tight stop loss. So I think we're going to do that real quick. We'll get on to launch next, but see it. Opportunity here. Are you for real? Are you saying that for real? Does that say 143%? I thought we just measured that. I don't remember anything saying 100. Is that true? Why, hell yeah. I guess I did and it didn't register. 140 to 150 to 170 something percent gains? With a stop loss? We're on the daily, so this would make a nice little swing trade, in my personal opinion, if she holds, and she's at 0.5. So we could get by putting our I believe, putting our stop loss below the 618. Might want to put it just a wee bit below it, just a wee bit. Now, notice there's a wick over here sticking up. We're laying right on top of. So maybe, you know, she won't break below that area too. Just little signs I look for. Ideas that mean that they happen, but sometimes it matters, you know. Like if we're on some 1, 2, 3, 4 wave, I know that this bottom can't overtop the peak of whatever that wave was. It might be a situation like that. Just little tips and things that we throw out here. Rules of thumb, I guess. Guidelines, if you will. Oh, that's an 18% stop loss. That's a hell no. Okay, so it looks like really big. Okay, so it's kind of, it's too big on the daily. Ain't nobody doing the 18%. Well, I mean, if you're on spot, yeah. And that's if you buy it right when it comes down. Okay, so that's not happening. That's too much. And so we got to come down to the smaller time frame and see what we got. Now this one. Oh man, jeez. Now this one looks interesting. 4 hour. 4 hours doable. We can get a tighter stop loss, can't we? We can go right underneath them candles right there at 7%. Oh, that's, well, no, not if we go for where we're at right now. That's still 14%. That's too much for me. That's too rich for my blood. I'm sorry. It might be for somebody. I mean, it's good risk reward. Don't get me wrong. I would have to play this a little bit more devilishly. I would still keep that target, but I would find. Oh my God! You have to buy the flag to the upside. Okay. I don't think this one's ready just yet. I don't think she's ready just yet. But I'm put her. I like it. I think this would be a good place to get in somewhere, probably around 18 cents if we can get back there. Can't wait to get back to 18 cents on Moonding. Let's figure that one out real quick. You coming back home? You're coming back home to see Mama? I might get in right at 19 cents. Chance we can go get back. It's a chance we can get in there. Let me back her up and pull a proper fib from swing low to swing high. We could hope for 19. I think we can get a 19. I believe we can get us a 19 out of this. I think we can get us a 19 cent Moonding. Or is it 19 cents? Really? She's 20 cents right now. If we can do that, we can get a nice tight stop loss. And
I'm losing faith in the
were we on the 15? We already got our targets up there, right? And if she do come back to that one, I thought we already did that. We've not got a breakout. There's an angle going on over here, suggests that, you know, somewhere up around 25 cents, there might be some resistance. I would keep that in mind. And for what we do have to work with here, there's clearly, well, yeah, don't have a good trend line just quite yet. Listen, you know, you want to get some intermediaries, I mean, but there's going to be resistance ahead. I like it. I like it. I like it. I want to see what she doesn't do through here. Now, remember, total 3 is looking like a little shaky. Now, she wants to go up a little bit now, but she might be wanting to come back down, and that might be how we get down to some lower area possible. Retest that. Could happen. Could happen. Monday looking interesting. Not a bad place to, you know, do a little DC edge in this and see if you can get it between 15, 20 cents, something like that. And if she goes up to 44, 50, 55 cents, that's a nice little come up right there. So not ready to put a trade setup on this one just yet. Let's take a look at launch. Gosh darn it. I thought I had one. Launch, you look like Moonding. Are you the same price for real? I thought you were like, for some reason I thought this one was a lot more. Okay. Let's see if we can get a better chart. They all look the same. BitGet's got a little bit lower. I can't tell that. Mexi. Oh, here we go. Now that's launch pool. Launch coin on believe. Okay, this one has everything but the volume, but it's got the whole chart. No volume, so we can't use volume indicators, but we can get a nice fib pull. Oh, we come all the way back. Where are we at? Checking out these moving averages, cross bearish, but now they're kind of hanging out over here just a minute. Got back above the 50. I mean, that's always a good sign. Can't bitch about that. Maybe this 50 area will hold. That's at 19 cents. To me, she's done her little thingy thing there, and she's doing a correction. Maybe that might be her C. What do you say, Elliot? Is she done with her C wave, Elliot? She may be done with her C wave. That's what Elliot says. So you got Elliot's idea. She may be done with the C waves. That might be the trend line, and we might be able to place the bounce right now. That would be cool. If we can bounce off that 21 moving average right there, that would be cool. We'll just go ahead and take it from now. We got this bottom point and that point. We got 2 points, and we got a line. It's a weak ass line. It may hold, it may not hold. That's only 2 points, man. So it's kind of like, if we can get 3 points, if she can bounce off this line, we might have something stronger. Or if we want to go with this one, oh, then you got all the touches you need, and that was a possible bear trap. This should be a retracement. We should get a nice strong move if we interpret it that way. However, it looks like she's flirting with that line, so I want to put this one down here for the extreme parameters. Cross that line, we're done with you. We'll never speak to you again. You'll be dead to me, launch coin. But there might be. I didn't get I don't have enough to do an ABC on this one, so but we can take this up. Excuse me. We'll take this idea here. And we will gauge her. And see if we get some nice little juicy targets up here. I would still go for that 618 on this one. Ironically, in 786. So we got 29.33 cents. If we can hold this area, and where we are now, what would that be like? Okay, that's pretty decent. That's 42 to 50 or to 60% gains. That's pretty spectacular and awesome if we get a bounce here. So what I'd like to see us do is try to hold this, maybe not even touch this trend line, just go on from here. There's a possibility if we start looking at this area as a support area. It's kind of janky though. You'd have to look at it. I like solid. I like to find an actual line that is support resistance. I like that a lot. A lot of times my fibs will give me one like that. But in the case where that's not easily apparent, then we'll look for congestion through there and draw the little boxes and see that we're, this is a possible support resistance zone, if you will. That would be an S with an R, not a question mark. Zone. A Sir Zone. What? What's a Sir Zone? That don't work. You suck, our dog. I should just say support zone. Well, no. I should just say support zone. There's no resistance there if you're going to be a technical asshole about it. Okay. I'll tell you what, we'll just leave it red. Nope. We'll just leave it like that. So if we can pretend that this is a little stair step or a little stepping block, a little porch that we stepped out onto, and we can stair step our way up there, we might be doing something good there. We got a higher low there. We got this little guy here, this little, it's right here at that fib area that we could be retesting. Top of these candles right there. Seems to be here on the 1 hour. We're in the middle of a red cloud that we can pop out and hopefully see a little sliver of green starting to show up over here. That would be cool. That would be like the cherry on top. So we're in an area where that can happen. It can be a little shaky. So there's a chance that we might be able to come out of this little bearish crossover is what I'm saying, where these other moving averages and the price will flip over there. They could be doing that. Let's hope that it does. To me, it all depends on the trend lines holding. And I do like that up there. Otherwise, we might be seeing 14 cents or even lower. How low could it go? How low can you go? Well, roughly, if I had to guesstimate, this one could get a deep ass retracement back to almost 5 cents, between 5 and 8.5 cents if this doesn't hold, if it's not going to continue bullishly. What say ye on the indicator? Oh shoot, what do you say on the indicator? Oh well, you all say that. What do you say on the bigger indicators? That's what matters. Histogram was going down. I think this is interesting on the RSI. She got peaked out, right? She got really high, but look what's happening here. See, it's turning around. That's bullish. I'm sorry, that's bullish. That's like, whoop, somebody put the brakes on and trying to do a U-turn right here. It did that down here too. Came down and then started flipping, right? She's flipping above the signal line, and that's pretty bullish to me. That she might have a little bit more gas in the tank to come back up to that area. She might end up double topping there. I don't know. I mean, just naughty. Money flow is still in the red here on the daily, but notice she's starting to rise up, and it's starting to look kind of interesting there. So I looked at this coin before. I can't remember all the details about it, but let's get some of these things off of here. Here on the 1 hour, she's getting a bear signal, like she wanted to be coming back down to our little red box down here. I guess that should be more like a green box or something. How about a neutral box? Or whatever color that is. Kelly says, I'm so bullish on gun. Kelly says, I love tacos. Strega in here? There he is. How's it going, Strega? There we go. There we go. So when Diaz, how's it going, my man? Captain Crypto, Brackus Adventures. Sid out here looking for free hugs. Oh, I guess there's a group hug. Are you stressed? Are you stressed, Ave? You stressed? Oh, it's okay, man. That's all right, man. I got you. I got you. Bring it in. Bring it in. We're good. Come on. Oh, it's good. It's okay. It's gonna be all right. Yeah, let it out. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah. We're good. Everything's gonna be all right. The market's we're on the verge of things starting to look good. We just gotta be patient. Get past this week and the next week or something like that, and things should start looking interesting. The sell and may walk away thing, according to MACD, for Bitcoin anyway, looks pretty promising. Perhaps let's go to the others before we do anything else. And I want to go to the weekly on others. This is like all the altcoins minus the top 10 and how they're doing. And I'm just going to clear you all off. And this is a nice big scallop pattern, right? Higher highs, higher lows. We're doing this little guy. Oh, I guess I can. Well, let's just go ahead and take all the information. If we were following this trend line from here to here, we've been following it up here, and then we would seen it break it, and then eventually get back in it, and now it's starting to look a lot stronger. I read this. That's why trend lines are important to me. Is that I'll go back when you first approach one, you want to pull out your points, right? And usually, initially, I mean, the first thing you do, or a lot of people do, just pull them out. Some people even just go to Wix or whatever. You'll come up with this, but I like to see what the story was. So I'll track it just as if I was, tracking it the whole time, and do this, and then that tells me a little extra thing to the story here. To me, this is bullish. For others, reading that as a bear trap idea scenario, and I do, but I can keep the trend line there, or I can do this. Either way is fine. But I'll probably do that because I like that idea. If that be true, then if I just kind of connect these other dots, this was the low, here was the high, so I'll go with the top there, and I'll go with the tops over here, and I see, looks like we're kind of respecting that in some degree. Kind of opens up the possibility of, each move got a little bit bigger and bigger as we went, or higher and higher as we went, and I think we can do the same thing. Perfect 886 retracement right there. You can't bitch about that, can you? So what I'm doing right now quickly is just kind of getting, I'm just taking some measurements on the altcoins and getting some ideas here.
We chase digital highs. We race the blockchain ties. And yet
I'm going to take that one off. That one's not quite as likely. So we're gradually making our way up. Let me dial in this little guy right there. Oh, did that wrong. Pull you down here. I guess I'm calling this the road dog method because I don't think anybody else I see does. I mean, there's similar. we're all different, though. We all take this stuff and apply it in the ways we learned and discovered and put together from different sources. I got a Frankenstein. My technique is Frankenstein. I've taken parts from all these other dead bodies and put them all together and made a little monster, or whatever. But it looks to me like we can get some nice moves here soon out of it. It'll be, it might be a stronger move. That would be cool. The bear trap idea gives us a nice strong move out of altcoins. That would be spectacular, but I'm not saying I'm on the weekly chart here, by the way. This will take some patience, but we're getting there. I'm just telling you, with their altcoins, we're getting there. You just got to be patient with them. Here we go with the MACD here on the weekly. Hasn't crossed yet, but she's showing signs that she's getting ready to. Now, Bitcoin's already showed the sign on the weekly that he's getting ready. The altcoins would start falling. So I think we got some pleasant surprises in our altcoins if we can just hold on in there, and it might take a couple of weeks. But we can get back to areas that maybe we saw in December. That would be sweet. This would be selling out early, checking in early. Our December place, the place better than December, would be over here at this $526 billion area. So think about it for a minute. We're at 270 billion, and my target that I'm looking for a next higher high is somewhere around 526 billion. That's pretty cool. Here's where we were in March. They did better in December than they did in March. Oh man. So I think there's some hope. It's just going to be a little, it takes a little patience. Before we actually get out of these bottom areas and get that little nice swing going up there. Takes a little, and I think that's what we're seeing right now, I believe. Let's see, we were testing the 21 moving average right here. Here's where we were last time. And it went sideways a little bit, right? It went sideways a little bit, but then it came. This one, since we did this, I would think that maybe we'll get something a little quicker, a little sooner. I don't know. I'm just saying. But there's my take on altcoins. If we're just patient, we probably have a little drop before we have something really good going on, and it looks like we're starting to get the drop now. And so if we're looking at those ideas, and even in the smaller time frames, we might come back. We might be losing about another 20 billion in altcoins. Okay, retesting that inverted head and shoulders. Oh my god, we're back at this one again. I want to put my eyeballs back in there. Put your eyeballs in. All right, let's take a look at gun. Gun against the dollar. Let's go. Would Binance have it? I don't know if Binance has got all the good charts anymore. Let's try BitMart. That looks ironically the same. Maybe this is too new. We will go with here's the full chart by TradingView. Okay, no volume, but this is what. So it's just in a range? Is that it? It's just still in a range? Okay. Somehow this one doesn't look like fun. I mean, I guess if you like trading ranges, you'd have to use some. Well, it's 5 cents. Okay, from 4 to 6 cents. I don't know. I don't know that. I think your best tool for this little guy would be, but you can't do it on this chart. Oh, that sucks. Let's go to a different chart. Guns. back to Mexi here. Let's get the, what's the name of it? Fixed range volume profile. Let's just take her over there. I think that's your best thing to do. It's a really good tool to use in a range, and so it's suggesting that we'd be coming back down to the bottom of the range here. And when I go from way low to the top of the range, the new top that we got to the range, 886 is coming in right around that area, 0.043, 0.39-ish area. She's at a 618 area that may catch something. Let's mark that.
We're going up, no stopping now. Raise the roof, let's wow the crowd.
So if the market does okay, maybe this will stick and we can get out of this zone. Had a little hiccup there, but then you got past it. That was cool. Lost it. This is kind of how I see it. And if we look at that idea, then maybe this is the benefit of using angles. Since it respects angles, it's likely to respect. It's likely to respect this little area just right below that. So maybe it will stick here. Maybe it will stick here, and then go back up. Let's see how that does. That's also getting some support on these little areas. Oh yeah, this little area, support resistance flip area, right through there. So I would look at that, see if we can get something there, and if we can, you can see she likes higher highs and higher highs there. We'll do it the easy way here.
Golden dreams drifting endlessly. Coins in my heart, the treasure's real.
That actually squares up if it bounces from where it is right now, even below that 618. That actually squares up. Huh. Okay. The 0.5 is at the top of that. That's probably where she'll find a little fuzzy love. I'm gonna go with the 618 though, because we're playing with 618s on this little guy and the variations of it. 618 pullback, 618 target, variations 618 up here, and the square root. We're good. Color code you, so I know what the hell I'm looking at next time I see you. So I kind of like that. I kind of like this one here. I really like that one. That's the one that's squared up, is right under 8 cents there. So if that be true, if we do actually get a bounce from where we are right now and go up to there, that's 51% gains. That's pretty cool. I'm comfortable enough to put this one out. Stop losses, you would want to go, well, you got to figure that out for yourself and your risk reward ratio and all that, and whether you want to wait to buy it here or sit and wait for a bounce here. But I think there's a good trade area. This to be one to put on your radar. I'm not putting this in a little thing. I don't have an actual trade setup for this, other than you just buy it in now or wait for your signals or whatever, timing into the. What I do is I look for one, and then I like this. Is it going to come down here or there, right? I might nibble here and wait and put my second order in somewhere down here if I'm really sold on it, or I can go through and wait for my rules, like get above the 9 million average. Well, I'm on the 1 hour. Look for a breakout, but there's not really. There are still some areas we can get bouncy. But I do like what I see. I like the possibility of that, because I think you can get a tighter risk reward ratio buying through here. Just my take, doesn't have to be your take. But I do like the possibility that we can reclaim this area and start working back up there. So I'll put this idea out there just as an idea to watch, so to speak. Because if we are at the bottom of a channel, and this is basically our mid channel, we just came below it. I guess that's how we should define that. We just kept bouncing around in channels until we don't. That's a lame way to put it, but that's how it was taught to me too. All right, so that's pretty cool. This is guns on the 1 hour. It would probably be a swing trade, so I'll put it over here on the 4 hour. And see, there's a little bit of bearish momentum there that could bring us down a little bit too, with the indicators here. But not horrible, but you know, good to know. Good to know. Good to know. And there's it all depends on the trend line holding. If not, then I guess I should put this down here too. She's bouncing though. She's trying to bounce. So let's copy that. And we'll post that over here. The trade setups. This is guns. Guns on what, the 4 hour. This is a swing trade idea. Don't know if price will bounce here or retrace. To bottom blue line, which is the value area low. There we go. So it's one to watch. It's one to watch because that's some nice gains if it does bounce from here. And if it comes down from here, well, then we got to kind of figure out what happened to our channel idea. But so far, we got a channel idea. And looky here on the 4 hour, you got the little green dot of uppiness right there. Hopefully that money flow will start turning around there. That'd be a great sign to look for. Start seeing the money flow turn around. Ooh, baby. She could be a juicy. Stochastics want to start pumping to the upside. So I like what I'm seeing. I think it's got a good chance to overcome the 4 hour 9 moving average, and that would be the trigger on this one from the definite trigger. But yeah, I would want to wait. There's some shaky on the smaller time frames, so it might take it a minute to start kicking in. But it's looking promising. I like it so far. I like what I see. Let's check out Win. Win on MEXC right now. Well, the 4 hour, I can see this. Oh, well, geez. Win's looking good. Win is looking like she wants to maybe come down and talk to this 100 moving average, retest this little candle body close area, not the spike. Just below that 5.000049 right in 5 area. All these bigger moving averages are rolling over. They're bullishly. They're crossing bullish. This one is, I know if you're looking at it down here like, oh, she's too high to buy, and you're at support resistance and all that, you could talk yourself out of taking a trade on it easy. I need to zoom out. Oh. Looks like she went lower from the last time we were looking at her. She's still back right now where she is. Where Win is where it was before she took off. And did what, a 10x? So it's down over 90%. She's, dang it, makes me want to buy some. 0.000148 area. So that is the one of the targets we got, and then also where we were before, right up there at 0.0000229 area. Too many zeros. Let us zoom in. Let's go to the 4 hour. Just so we can see more action here. We don't have to do the fibs or anything. No, it's confident. Oh, it's right. Oh, yeah. The 382. And now that we came back down to our small one, we can apply the same logic right here. Support resistance flip. That's a good excuse not to get up there, I guess. We've got a few little small term targets here to go with. What kind of gains are we getting between, say, here and there? Oh, that's pretty sweet, man. Just here to there's like 70% to that next target. When is, I gotta say, this one can make some money. All right, so we can see that she can flip these bands pretty quickly here, even on the 4 hour. Let's kind of acknowledge that. This bearish flip here, that's quite an accomplishment, I think. But I guess being so cheap right now, she's got a lot of, I don't know. There's so many zeros and everything. But she came up and then they finally flipped again over here, and now they're flipping again. So I think these local targets would probably be some of the better ones to take some profit, especially they're 50, 60 something cents, you know. So it sounds crazy for me to put them all on here, but shoot, she could rise up through them all, and if she makes a higher high, that's even better, right? Which we know that she can because she did a 10x not long ago, right? But imagine getting right back up here where we were in November from where we are right now.
I couldn't help it. You talked about it and I already bought some.
Okay, if you're that Degen, I hope you're not. I hope you're not. I hope you wait for, you know, a signal, a trigger. But to get back up there, man, that would be 322%. That's spot. That's just like buying some in your Phantom wallet or something like that. Just, you know, throw it in $50 and it turns into like 150 or almost $200. That's not bad. She's wanting to come down to what the 12 hour is saying right now, so you can get her a little bit cheaper, but she does seem, even here on the 12 hour, to flip all of her little ribbons there too. She's doing the curve. Not the most graceful curve. That's a very nice roundy little cup. I wish cup and handles could go from the word bottom patterns. I wish that they were, because you see them down there a lot. The downside is that she could also be doing a butt crack. Now that would suck, but with the bullish conversion over here, or the bullish cross over here, I don't think that's what's happening. What's the butt crack? Well, it looks like Bart Simpson's butt crack, where you got two of these little guys. Oh snap, I just messed that up, didn't I? Control. You get two of these little guys and a bunch of zigzags in between, and a lot of times it can look just like this. It can look like zip, zip. It was probably maybe not even that high, I don't know, but that's, I mean, this part's fun, this part's not fun. It's all about getting above this little guy right here and maintaining that one so we can go into our next little levels. But can't she come back? Why, of course she can. Let's try to figure out where she might bounce from. What's a good place to buy you at? I think she's coming down to one. If she's curving, I really think this 0.5 is going to be her place. I know a lot of people are really gung-ho on the 618s and their strategies, but it does change during market conditions, during the phases of the markets, where your markup, you can notice some variations. You're more at 382s and 0.5s during the markup phase. So I think that one looks good for a win. I like that. We gotta get past here, but at the target, we might actually have a trade set up here. What does the stop loss look like? Is it decent? Oh, 30%. Oh, hell no. All right. So I'm not going to put out I'm not putting out anything with a 30% stop loss. That's just stupid. I've seen them do that. I've seen some tie wearing people put out 30% stop losses, and I was like, somebody made a comment about it and they got banned. We got a trend line. I like the trend lines. So moving average wise, I'll be coming back and touching the 50 moving average. It's just right under this price here. I think she'll be coming down pretty decent over the next few days, it looks like. Just a wee bit. Maybe start DCAing into this little guy. It's just fractions of a penny between here. But the come up in this, the return on your investment could be pretty cool, because these are dang good lows with the rounded bottom. Rounded bottoms pay the bills. That's what my inventory used to say all the time. I carry on that tradition. I agree. Rounded bottoms, I believe, could pay the bills. That's a hint. I'm just saying. Get to work, girl. Okay. Let me come back to the... I guess we can go to the nitty gritty. You said it was a Degen show. He's on the 12 hour. That's not Degen. We want to go to the 3 minute. Rolling over, rolling, but looking good. The bigger moving average look good. They just got a little correction. Edit, can you share us any light on this? A, B, C. Well, this is your 5. That's your A. That's a little B. That little B. That little bitch. And the C. Trust me, if it comes down here, he'll change his mind. So no, I was saying C was down here all along. He will. He's that way. He's that way. That's why we don't go to dinner anymore. That's why we don't do anything in it. Just saying. Kelly says 50 million market cap. The gamers love off the grid. They monetize gun to be spent in the game. Oh, that's the one that was going sideways, and that's what they're doing with it? I don't know about the performance on that kind of coin, to be honest with you. If it's being used in that way, it's always going to have sell pressure. Always going to have sell pressure. So I'm kind of curious. Might explain why it's been in such a range, you know, because of its utility in that function. Just something to think about. Just something to think about. Something to watch out. Just watch. I'm still waiting for the day the road dog's got 5-pound poodle hanging on his shoulder. Whoa, I think a bald eagle was trying to hunt my 7-pound dog. Uh-oh, can't let that happen. Quitting Mars says, I'm here, but not here. I'm a ghost. Gun, grab it in the range while you can before gaming takes off. Let's hope. Let's hope it. Well, it is new, right? It was kind of new, so yeah. Hopefully, it can get out of that range. But I can see a reason why the constant sell pressure might have an effect on it, though. Hey, there's Jay Violet. Good to see you here, Jay Violet. How's it going? Hey, Jay Violet and Captain Crypto. Oh, I got Top Chat on. I don't know why it goes on that automatically. Hopefully, I haven't missed too much. All right, so Win looked kind of interesting. I want to take a look at Trump coin. I had it written on here. I don't know why. I think it was doing something. That might have been the other day. Is it $12 now? You getting a little Trump it up. Let's go down 4 hour. How's that? 4 hour. We're looking there, so I've been looking for resistance somewhere up here if we were to break. I'm just going over what I would be looking at there. I had a trend line there. Obviously, I was looking for a breakout when I had it. And if I were looking, I probably would have got in on one of them little boogers and it would have got stopped out. No strategy's 100% perfect. But most of the time, that doesn't happen. So, you got that. You're just too early. And you can make an argument. I would make the argument that, well, I mean, Well, that's kind of front running the bigger breakout, wouldn't it be? Because if you go by candle bodies to candle bodies, I mean, that line would actually give you this. But there's no more touches there. And so that's why we did that. It makes it more risky. But down here, that was good. That one worked. So the first one, it was down here, right? If I remember. Where were you? I got to back up and see what I had there. There. That's why. Okay, that did not work. However, respecting that one gave you a nice little... Ooh, that was a nice one. Bottom trend line's what I'm interested in right now. And, oh! Snap! This is where I like to buy, I gotta say. If I've got a trend line, I got 2 touches here, 2 more touches here, and the touches we got right here. Unless she breaks the trend line, she could be doing some good stuff at a bottom. Makes me think we got a bigger ass channel, we just haven't figured it out yet. Most people look at this, oh, it's a symmetrical triangle, which pattern wise, those suck. You can't trust them anymore till you can throw them. And you might get something out of Donald Trump coin doing like that. I say they do the rabbit run. Like if they break up to the upside, they can do something like this, and they can come down and do something like this. And they can run all over the place. They're like the little rabbit running across the road in the headlights. They're going, nah, 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 nah. Yeah, it's like, stop. So I don't trust the pattern, but I do like the trend line. And I like some of the indicators with that trend line, such as the MACD that's now starting to flip bullish, and the RSI, which is above the signal line. And I guess, depending on how you want to interpret this, is that was your breakout down here, or this is your retest of this little breakout. Either way, bullish. Trump coin. So this one could be interesting. I don't do setups of these triangles. I don't like it, but it could be a happening. Can she come down shortly? She looks like she's gaining strength there. This one's got me fascinated right now, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe it. Trump coin's actually got my interest right now. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Let's redo our targets here.
Threw my cash into the toll tokens, man, I'm flying high. Watching profits slipping like they're trying to say goodbye. Dollar cost average, bro, thought it was the way. Now my account's crying each and every day.
I like this one. I think it's got potential. What kind of move we got? Hither to dither, 39, 45%. What I like about this, when I get a nice little trend line, I've explained this before, but I explained it. This is where it's part of my bottom feeding strategy. These moving averages that are turning over here, where are the big ones? Oh, they're not showing up yet. Too early. Got a ribbon flip, moving average flip. Got bullish signals on our indicators. Got a nice little trend line, bottom of the trend line. looks like a good setup to me. Those are it's ticking on my little boxes right there, and I'm like, well, okay. You can get oops, stick you in there. Okay, we'll go for that one. Get a tight ass stop loss. I go right below the trend line, man. I can get that sucker in good. I can right now. I can at least get a 5%. That's reasonable. Here on the 8 hour. Come down to a 1 hour time frame and see what she looks like. Might even be able to tighten it up a little bit more. That's pretty good. We go under the low candles underneath the trend line, because the idea is if the trend line is broken, start closing candles below the trend line. We're doing something. We broke the trend line. We're going to do something else. She's going to come down. Idea is invalidated at that point, but it gives me a tight ass stop loss. Maybe tighter if we come down a little bit lower here. This one I'm going to put out. So 42% at the first target. 47% at the second target. 18, 11, and 18. There's also a 1683 area right there. Stop loss. Somewhere in the neighborhood, about 12. What was it? About 12 cents, or $12? Somewhere around $12. 1204, I think, is what I got on this particular chart here. I think I'll put this one on the 4 hour right here. So I kind of like that idea. I like a tight stop loss because if I'm wrong, we'll find out quick. She's doing some kind of butt crack and coming back down here and doing something crazy back around $8 or something. It could happen. I'm looking at the moving averages, and there's a chance she can come back and talk to that 200, or we're looking for the bounce off the, well, on this 4 hours off that 100. It'd be different on different other time frames, but here bounce off that 100 that would be what we're looking for. I like that idea. Let's take a picture of that one. Put you over here. Trump. For our swing trade idea. If trend line holds. And I've got some of this on my margin play. Make sure I've got you taken care of over here real quick. Where are you at, Trump? Or am I going to have to do this after the stream? Do I have time to do it after the stream, maybe? What are you looking at now? Are you coming down or going up? Right now, 15 minute. I can't tell if she's rolling over right now or not. Hey, come on down, baby. Come on down if you want to. She's kind of in between an area. She could go either way right now. So I probably got time to do that after the stream. I'm going to do that. We'll wait till after the stream to do that. But I'm gonna structure, because that looks pretty good to me. So find a place to buy in between here and a place to enter. See if there's maybe another setup. That's what. So we know we got a place to enter, right? So I can, and what I would do. See if I'm going to candle bodies to candle bodies, get my trend line, or I could have went from here to here, gave me a different angle. But this is, well, maybe. Well, that's my rules, is bodies to bodies. I might look for a breakout of that trend line, and I'm also looking to see how close that we can come down and touch this trend line. If we do, we may not. But if we break out of the trend line, then I know, hey man, I'm above my 9 moving average, and I'm like, okay, we're starting to flip over here too, dude. Let's go, rock and roll. That's actually what it looks like she's trying to do. Still a little bit bearish over here, so I'm thinking she might have a little down before she does that. So. Trump, how about that? Trump got rumpus. I see that. Joe said he said in a video, listen to Road Dogg, my favorite turkey. Oh, that's not the chat. I was trying to bring up the chat. All right. So I'm trying to look over them. No, that wasn't it. Let's take a look at a few of the boring coins over here. Here's one I like, and she's down a little bit right now, but this is Kava, and she's back down to 40 cents right now. She was up here to like 50. Yeah, she's a slow mover. But I remember this one being at $4 and hanging around $4 for the longest time. Was there hope that we were going to break out and get up there? See, that would be a good gain. Getting back to like $2. This is where she's been, okay? Don't want to... Nah, I'll just... Let me get a different chart. Don't want to erase everything. Oh, that was you. Well, that's not much. Okay. I guess Binance is the best place to look at this one. So, yeah, back last cycle, she got up all the way to $9 right there. So I don't want to fade this one, especially if she's that cheap. I want to check the tokenomics and everything. Market cap, $500,000, basically 400, I mean not $500,000, but $500 million, $442 million market cap over there. Maximum supply is infinity. There's circulating supply of 1 billion. Total supply of 1 billion. Yeah, all-time high is $9.19. All-time low is 24 cents, which was 9 months ago. So I think this one's got a lot of possibilities there, in my personal opinion. That's just when I'm playing. You don't have to play it. But, I mean, everything has pretty much been kind of unleashed there. So she may not get $9 again, where she was, what, in 2021? When, trying to see how many coins we had out back then. Got a lot more coins out, so that explains why we're down a little bit, huh? But still, I think she can get back and do some. I'm hoping anyway. Probably need some. No, I've got my targets there. We got them. Short term. So looking at her doing her whatever she's doing here, looks like it could be a. Hopefully, it's going to be an even double bottom idea here. We'll take our new trend lines into account here. I guess we're going from WikiWix to bodies and see what we get that way. She's flirting with losing it though. One that's at the bottom there. Let's take a look at Tau. Look at you, Tau. 429, you little booger. We got targets at 528, 622 that could be hit. She's still respecting this trend line so far. Let's come down to the smaller time frame and oh my god, we got sleepy right there. Whew. So tighten up my trend line game here. Are we deviating from it or are we breaking? Let me just back it up where I originally had it. I'm looking at my original line. I didn't come from a candle body. It will open up a little bit if I go from a candle body. So I'm just going to wicks on this one. So it breaking my trend line, I've got a little wiggle room. I can just take it to the bodies there. I think we're still safe. She hasn't broken, but she might be flirting with that idea. That would kind of suck to break that trend line. But 3 humps and then a dump, that could be happening. Elliot, let's bring you out. What do you say? Or she could be on her C wave now and think she's going to bump up again. That'd be cool. I don't know, Elliot. Nice ribbon flipping happening here on the bigger one. So she got some momentum. She has not pulled that higher high thing. So yeah, maybe she does have a little bit more. 2, 3, 4. 5. That looks like a 5 wave though. Oh, well, yeah, that's what you got too, Elliot, right? And then ABC. Then you'd have to start out another one, but you didn't negate this one. Elliot, you're so weird sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes I think I understand you, and then sometimes you do something and I'm like, I didn't get that at all. I don't know. Oh well, Elliot. I still respect your opinion sometimes. Just not all the time. Big nice breakout of the falling wedge pattern. Good chance for us to book it up there to 528 for Tau. I like that idea. If she pulls back, I'm still kind of looking at this 307 area. Oh no. Take a look at grass. Did you just say, which one did you say? Take a look at grass. Sean? Look, she spiked up to 240. Yay, that helped me out. You suck, road dog. You didn't get it. Where did you go to? Just take a fresh look. Kind of topped out up there. We got an angle going on there, and you could argue she's flagging above a breakout if you can identify a breakout. With the 4 hours, should be easier than this. A lot of noise in you. That goes the candle body. I'll take that. I'll go from this candle body up here to that candle body right there. I guess we're skipping you. And get a little breakout above it. That's cool. I like that. Let's just go full on fibs. I guess you would see this wherever you got the most touches, and it does something like that, but I think a lot of people will read this as an ascending triangle. Kind of like this. I don't like them because now I have seen them just do really respect the bottom line on ascending triangle. But most of the time when I see people draw them, they could just be some other kind of triangle, and they just kind of make it into one because, well, make it fit. We'll make it fit. We could take a measured move from that. It'd be kind of nice, and it would get us up a little bit higher than here. But I'll save you the trouble there. We'll just go ahead and mark this little guy right here. So we definitely want to pay attention to the 618 on these little breakouts on these guys. They will probably come up and touch that one. It goes pretty good with triangles, just saying. 331 is a possibility. Might take her a minute, but I think she can get back there. She was there in January, just a few months ago. Go back and talk to that one again. Oh man, I forgot to do what I forgot to do it. Get my levels down here. Wonder if we can come back and touch that little guy again. I wouldn't doubt it. Might get a lackluster breakout here. I'm trying to look. All of our moving averages are also down here at that bottom area. I know we got a breakout in the flag, but you ever seen where they can break out and then they come down and they kind of do like this little guy and then they start doing something? We might be looking at that. I see the 800 moving average just now peeking its head right there. And we got Miss Lucy right here. You remember Miss Lucy? She is she's the little devil girl right there. The one when you get your hopes up, she just likes to bust your bubble. She's in the picture right now, and we're having trouble getting past her. Now, if we can sweet talk our way by her and everything, I'm all for it. Maybe that can happen. I see the 21 moving average coming up to give us a little support there. And let's zoom in and let's see what's going on here. Ooh, Are you duck lipping or not? Are you trying to duck lip? See if we can turn this 9 moving average around. Let's come down to smaller time frame and get some more. She's looking interesting. I don't know if she's got enough to be a flag breakout to the upside or not, but if she do, I'll be looking at 283. I just personally think she's got a good chance to eventually make it back down to some of these areas here. I hope I'm wrong. 4 hours got them flipping. But they still got that bearish. They're still not flipped yet. They still got work to do. So I'm curious. I'm curious to see if we see that. However, I think she's got a trend. Well, let's put you up here. Let's just fib you out. Gosh darn it. Before I use trend lines, I mean before I use Fibonacci's, I used to use trend lines like this to figure out a lot of this stuff too. And they kind of point out my little 618 Fibonacci right there too. So I'm kind of looking for maybe 177. Let's see if that happens. I don't know. Maybe she'll break out and just go skyward. But if the breakout will stick. All right, so we've been going for 1 hour and 45 minutes. So says noun from doubts. So says heck yeah. Obviously says thanks for checking. Well, my pleasure, man. Thank you. Al. Like for married with children, Al? Al. Ave Medina, how's it going? The Bean Wizard, hey, welcome to stream, my man. Bitcoin pushing up in the range. Suppose that pulls up the alts. We're hoping it will. They're starting to look a little more interesting. This is others, and we're starting to see a little bit of a possible bounce. I don't know how strong that's going to be. She's still got some bearish momentum right now. Total 3. I still think she can. She might come up a little bit, but she's still got some down to her, I believe. Unless well, that's cool. It's Bitcoin dominant. She's at the 0.5 fib retracement here. Maybe she'll get pulled back here. And maybe that green candle can go up a little bit more. They're looking short term a little bullish right now. They are starting to take a little bit. You can see it here on the 1 hour. Yeah, it's starting to show up now. Pretty cool. What is XCN? Is that one? That one was Onyx coin. Let's see. Where's a good place? Coinbase isn't going to have the. I want the biggest chart. I want the longest price history chart. And I'm guessing I'm probably looking at KuCoin. More please. It just nibbled in our more please box. Yeah, it's been a while since we looked at that. Oh look, did you hit our target? Did you hit our target? Did we nail it? Are you trying to go back up there? 28 cents. I can't remember when I put that line out there. It looks like it did. All right, so XCN. What the hell you got going on right there, waffle pattern? Oh, I see what you're doing. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, check this out. So I took that angle there and put it over here, and then, copied it, was trying to put it over here, trying to figure out some ideas. But I did put it down here to see if it would tell us, a place where we come back and hit. Now, that's been a long time ago, and I guess back in April, we were over in this section here trying to figure this thing out on this chart. Let me take this line and just edge it up there and see how well that this idea of respecting, the angles. I didn't even get it perfect there, but the idea of the angles and the big channel idea. Watch this. Oh, look at that! Isn't that cool? Yeah. Okay. Do you see it? Look, that angle. 2 touches here, and then boom, boom. If you take this idea, you can forecast with these little techniques. Okay, that's all I'm doing with them. They're helping me to forecast. But it's the little things like that that I find just so amazing. This is something, just a little small sliver of something I stole from Gann's toolbox. I'm still, we're all stealing little pieces of things from other people and that make sense to us or enlighten us and putting them into our toolbox. And that's all I did. And I'm just showing you with my little tool that I stole from Gann. And it was just happened to be little things, just a few little things I read that he was saying. I'm like, really? Wonder if it would work this way. It's not the exact same way he did it, but it's his concept of angle to project. So we take this angle and we're trying to figure out, and we drew it down here, but eventually it came down and it respected that little guy and we got a bounce. So, I mean, it's just cool. All right, so I'm gonna clear you out here, XCN. We'll get some new stuff. We came down and now we're coming up and we're obviously making some kind of a. It definitely appears flaggish. Will it act as a flag? It might. We can chase the flag, or we can just zoom out. Personally, I'm going to zoom out, and I'm going to try to. Ooh, 886er, baby! You know where I'm at. $0.045 again? How you think about that? I know it's crazy. Until that one day you're like, holy crap, we're back up at 4.5 cents from being 2 cents. That's a pretty good come up, I would say. I like that. I mean, okay, we can I'm sure 618 will be good, but that's not the main time. The main one I'm looking for is this one right now. Where you at? Price label. I'm looking for this one right now. 4.5 cents. I mean, it's not like it's going to be there tomorrow. I mean, but especially if she starts going on the bigger move. I want to see that. That might be a higher low. I don't know. Hopefully, she'll even bust out and go higher. It's doubtful that we can go to 5.5 just right off. Very doubtful at this point in the market, but might be coming. We'd also look at this way. Oh, look, we had a trend line. We didn't come back to it. Oh my God, are we changing trends? Look, now we got a new one. And I mean, it's still fresh and new, but it's there. She's trying to flip some ribbons. She's trying to get she's trying to get her groove on. Whoa, wait a minute. You were got to color code you. All right. So the 33 area, I like that. Imagine from here to there, that's another 66% gains there. That's cool. What I really like is going from here to there. That's 121% from where we are right now. Is there? Can you make an argument for a breakout? Yeah, you can. So you can look at this as actually having a breakout on 4-hour candle bodies with the flag. That's pretty bullish. I gotta say, I think this one's, and it may be shaky. She is kind of shaky, but she was down at 0.008. 0.00. That was a gift right there. That was gorgeous. And then she's just been hanging around about the 0.0017 area. So. Be nice to see her come up in these areas. Let's go, baby. I have to go. Gosh darn it. Do I need to buy this anymore? What are you doing short term? You going to give us a discount anytime soon? You're saying, hell no. There might be. She could get a lower low down here. Back to 0.0178, 1798. Just bottom 18 area. Could happen. Come back and trust trend lines. We can see that. But it's starting to look nice, starting to look really nice. Money flow is starting to come up on the 1 hour. What are you looking like on the 4 hour? Money flow is starting to flow up a little bit. A little down, a little sideways, but most of the momentum is starting to. Oh, look, golden cross trying to happen here soon on the 4 hour. 50 crossing, trying to cross over the 200 there. She's looking interesting. The altcoins are looking interesting. Yo, I just got pranked. Caller said he was John Pork. John Pork? If you're in the building. I remember prank calling in the good old days. They were fun old days back then when you could do it. Appreciate you, bro. Always looking out. Thank you. Hey. All right, guys, I'm going to wind it up now. We went through several little altcoins there, and the market and Bitcoin. Let's come back and take a look at Bitcoin. Still basically the same place she was when we started the stream. She's just not doing much, just hanging out, just la 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 la. But the more she hangs out, the more these moving averages start getting together and crossing over each other, and you can. I'm on the tiny 3-minute time frame. Yay, that's going to tell us a lot. Even on the 3-minute though, the smaller moving averages are good. Mostly what I'm seeing here. It's the bigger moving averages that are giving problems. The smaller ones, they flipped. They flipped over here on the 3-minute. And let me get rid of that fib so we can see what we're talking about. Flipping here, the smaller ones on the 15-minute, 200. Still got to flip that one. But we're trying. We're trying to recover some ground here. It looks like. So it looks to me like they might try to run us up a little bit, maybe up to here, 103.7. Hopefully more. Maybe tomorrow will be a bullish day and they'll take us up to 104, 105 or something on Bitcoin. I don't know. I do know that the daily on MACD is bearish now. And I think I'm going to classify this as a minor bearishness. Let me get some pushback, and I think we'll get a little pullback, and then I think we'll be all right. But it looks like they're, we can have a little bit of scope. I said this earlier when that's flipping over. We flip bullishly. I gotta say this. MACD is bullish on the weekly. We're getting ready to do something big. Bearish on the daily. We're getting ready to do something big, but not yet. Not yet. It may look like it's going to be yet, but it might not be yet. They might be the bearish one might be wanting to give us a little bit of a pullback before we get our big move on the bigger time frame there. Below the non-moving average, all this other good stuff that we looked at earlier over here. So it looks like she might want to come down, might test 200, the 100,000 area again. Maybe get lower. I don't know yet. 100 looks like the number that we're kind of focusing on right now to see if we can hold that area. But a pullback would be okay. So daily MACD cross is saying, hey man, be cool Bitcoin. She might try to fake you out, make you think she's going to blast off to the moon. But she should be kind of chilling out for a little bit. And while the altcoins, the total 3, the others kind of look kind of interesting, like maybe it had a chance to have a little bit of fun, maybe for a short window. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you again tomorrow. Let's go to the end screen.
I bought the dip, thought I'd ride it high, Bitcoin bloom. Then it bled me dry, holding tight. Nights a low hum, market spins. I'm going numb.
True.
Chase the green, you burn to red. Wallet full, now an empty head.
I definitely like one on Bitcoin for sure.
The thread stuck in this blockchain.
I wouldn't mind a little run up on altcoins and then a pullback.
Cash out.
That's just me dreaming.
Burn down, crypto cycle spin, round and round. Market's cold, I can't let go. Hypnotized, moving slow. Hypnotized, moving slow.
No stream tonight for Joe then.
Fees explode, sway.
Ah, thank you, Diaz.
On this crypto road, moons at tease. I'm still tuned, trapped beneath this desert dune. Couldn't cash out, charts burn down. Crypto cycle spin, round and round. Market's cold, I can't let go. Hypnotized,
Nope, not going.
moving slow.
I was really tempted to go last year because I was actually near it, visiting family, but didn't work out last year. But no, I got no plans on going to Vegas or anything. I want to get one of them though. Maybe if they do one in Miami, is that where the next one's going to be? Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Looks like they would be interesting. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Let the little doggy wave and say, good night, John boy.
Good night, John boy.